My dear fellow friends of Lana, uh, as I don't want to share with everyone the same story again and again in a personal, this is why I'm recording this video, to give you my perspective on fees, on retails, how I see these things, and yeah. So, a lot of people is coming to me asking me, these fees, they're going so much percentage to retailers, or to the investors or to the buyers, this is a huge percentage, we should maybe reallocate that things and so on and so forth and left and right and blah, 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 blah. This is my perspective on that. I know that 99.9% of people in Lana world has right now conditioned mind based on finance, on money. Conditioned mind always sees things through perspective of percentage, of earnings, of money. Unconditioned minds is able to see a little bit further on. It's not putting the money in the first place, but it's putting what this money as a tool can do for the whole society, for the whole ecosystem. And because I have unconditional mind from that perspective, this is why with me it's so simple to give away services, to give away percentage, because my focus is to make an economy of abundance. Because in the economy of abundance, we support companies, retailers that today struggle so that they can flourish again and that this business can expand into the abundance. Today is not a problem to buy whatever you want until it is a shit product. Whenever you want to get something really quality, hard-based, it's almost impossible. And this is because there's no business into that. People simply realize that doing business for the benefit of all, for the good, for the quality, is not profitable. And they are literally stepping away from that. And if we are going to do for the next 10, 20, 30 years, we are going to lose everything what represent the quality. So to me, it's very important that we focus all our energy into the most quality things, so that become a business, so that the quality become a business, so that everyone goes from the economy of scale into the economy of abundance, building, serving, producing the best of the best, because that's the best thing for you, and that's the best thing for the environment. And of course, we have to incentivize that, because people are money conditioned and they will follow only that. They will not follow nice, beautiful words. They will follow simply the money, because the money is the drug. And if you are conditioned with that, then you are going to do that because of the money. And that's okay for me, because that is the motivational mechanism of everyone. Now, I'm also aware that this is going to create another issue, a friction in the future. Because as everyone is going to get nuts about the quality things, the thing is most probably going to go into the direction where when people are going to have a little bit more money, they're going to buy these quality things. So what's going to happen is that simply company will run out of the of the of the of the possibility to deliver services or to the possibility to deliver products, because it's not going to be enough of that. Now what's going to happen is that they will raise the prices, and when they are going to do that, they are going slowly to step into the energy of greed. And that's fine, because we are having the own processes, we are having the self-responsibility. And that is probably going to be the first moment when we are going to slowly start to take away the fees from the shops, because they're going anyway to have enough to be profitable. But until then, it's not the time for that. So I know that somewhere in the future, that is not that near, it's quite far away, that's going to happen, but not now. What's going to happen also with investors? 30% on split is a huge return. It's a huge return. But still, it's okay. Because when we started this retail story, when there was no one around it, I followed my feelings and I said, okay, let's split these incentives, these fees, on a way that everyone is going to get something. So shops are getting 20%. Buyer, or up to 20%. Buyers are getting up to 10%, up to 20% as well. And investors are getting 30%, what is 10% more than other. What is also okay from the perspective of the risk. The differences in shops and buyers, because shop can get 10%, in that case also buyer get just 10%. These differences are going whether to the Lana discount that is creating the capital reserves for being able to serve the liquidity in the split, and on the shop side goes to the caretakers, so the ones who are bringing the shops, taking care for them, and so on. Now, I don't want to go any more detail, what is caretaker working, how Lana discount is doing, and all of that stuff, because I have another videos on that thing. Now, just another short explanation. So people are going to say, yeah, 20, 20, 30, that sum all together into the 70%, yeah? Where is the difference? Where is another 30%? Who is taking that, Relax, no one. You see, your mind, or you are thinking linearly. Lana is not linear, it's expansion. And you have to be aware that probably you are not going to understand that in the moment, but you have to put that on the paper, and then you are going to see that all these percentage are already 100%. What happens is that if we are, for example, right now in the split 8, in the split 8, investor finance a good for 100, let's say, euros, and it pays for that 120 because 20 goes to the shop. Okay. Now we wait for a split, and in the next split, this amount that was bought for 120 but was worth of 100 become worth 200. Now, from that, 20% goes to the Lana discount, because Lana discount has to have this 20% to give to the buyers. Now, from 220%, it's not 20%, literally in the different, but it's actually 40%. It's actually 40 euros. So it's 20 euros, is 40 euros here in between, yeah? And then the difference is, so from 120 to 160 is another 40. And this 40 euros is actually 30% investment on 120. So that all sum together into 100%. But because splits are the new reality, is the reality above, this is why linear thinking doesn't work that way. So all percentage are done and are allocated, I believe, on a fair way. Now, if someone believes that he has better idea, that his idea is going to be better for everyone, we have for that Lana Alliance World. So propose your idea. Don't convince me, please don't, guys, convince me. Don't explain to me anything. I have played out that game, believe me, for a year, developing all these detailed things before you even think that we have done that. I know what I am doing. However, someone can have better idea. I'm not saying that. But walk the path. Don't try to convince me to change the things. No, I believe this is the best thing. Now, if you have better idea, no problem. We have Lana Alliance World. So walk the path. Build the proposal. Stand for that proposal. If you're going to get 100% alignment with everyone, that everyone is going to see that your proposal is better, not by taking from someone, but literally showing that someone that is better, then it's going to be confirmed and we are going to change into something better. And you will say, no, this is not possible. If you're going to take from someone, that someone is going to resist. If you're just going to take and not giving in return nothing, then for sure they're going to resist, and that's fine. But when I started, and when we started the retail, we have also alignment where we agreed that 30% is going to go for the Lana discount so that we can do these retails. So we have been able in the past to take 30% from the people, and they 100% align with that because we have a great argument. And that argument is we have to build the retails, and this retail is going to push Lana. And then everyone who said, okay, that's fine for me. I rather give 30% and we grow Lana. If we don't do that, we don't grow Lana. So if you have a very good arguments, what these fees that you are going to take from other people, there, how they are going to be allocated, and how that is really truly going to benefit. Not just saying, okay, we are going to create a fund, forget a fund. What concrete is that going to happen? Otherwise, what's going to happen? The same like you see right now in the countries. We are paying the taxes, and then that's going to be spent for all of us, and then it's going to and then it's spent on the wars. that is not something that we agreed, or that we wanted, Yeah, because then someone comes in the power and behaves on that way. So, guys, I'm not naive. If you have an idea, please, you're very welcome. Put the alignment. We are going to align if it's good. If it's good, okay. If it's not good, it's going to be resistant, it's going to fail. Just please don't convince me. Don't convince me, because I don't care, because I see to your emotions, I see to your conditioned state of beings, and until you are not going to resolve this conditional states in regards to finance, until then I already know what is the result of that. So I'm not even willing to talk about it, because this is my perspective. Once you're going to let it go of the money, once you're going to understand that our relationship, that supporting each other, that a human, that a person is the thing, not the money, then you are going to be able to see what I see, and you are going to be relaxed on that. And you will not have these crazy ideas what you are going to do with this few percentage. I'm not thinking that way, and you can see me. And this is why I have the access to all the information, and to be able, out of the intuition, to build everything what we are building from the perspective of the ecosystem. All these great ideas are coming because I'm not conditioned. And this is why I am connected with the source flow. Just because of that. If I would be conditioned, I wouldn't have access to that. And now I have. So, whether you like it or not, this is how these things works. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy.